Welcome back. We're at the Beebout Veterinary Medical Center, and we're talking holidays, and it happens in us humans, but does it happen in our pets? We're talking weight gain. Good morning.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. So do pets gain that weight like humans do during the holidays?
Depends. I mean, I think that during the winter in general, our activity goes down, and we feed our dogs the exact same year-round. And so I think that we do see, and I talk to a lot of people about it, I say, you know, hey, I know we're going into winter and you may be less active, and we're already going to try and work on weight, which is a sensitive topic always. And again, I'm advocating for the pet, you know, and so I promise owners I'm not picking on you. You know, I used to say when we were in San Diego before we got on the weight control food, I said I had 3 fat dogs at home. And so, and now they're all pretty lean, but part of that is exercise. We know that's the other half of it, but a lot of people splurge during the holidays, of course, and so we'll see a little bit of that, but it's upwards of not just here, but everywhere. It's 80% of dogs are technically overweight, and owners will come, or other people will come to owner's house and say, oh, why is your dog so skinny? And they're probably at the exact weight that we want them at. And so that's what I tell owners. I was like, if people are coming to your house saying, your dog's too skinny, you're probably doing something right.
Well, we talked about do's and don'ts, you know, with the pantry items. So, and when we talked about that, can you like substitute green beans? I mean, that's healthy, more healthy for a human. Does that have the same like cauliflower and carrots in a pet?
So I like to think it's higher in fiber. It's probably lower in calorie than the kibble. And so I'm a calorie guy, and I will calculate that for you. I take your lean body weight. It's your kilograms times 70 plus 30 times 10%. Don't worry, I'll take care of that for you. And so we kind of get that range, and it's amazing. I just had a kid in, 90-some pounds. We couldn't figure out why he wasn't losing weight. She told me the food, 511 calories in a cup. My dogs eat 302 per cup. In a little dog, I mean, Manny, who we've seen, you know, he's 150 calories a day. And so 1 cup, he'd already be a full day and change worth more. So the content of the calories is important.
So if we do have an overweight pet, do you suggest more exercise with counting the calories?
Absolutely. Both of those things are key. We can look into things like hypothyroidism, which is really, really common in people as well as our pets, dogs specifically. And then, yeah, we say, hey, we want to get on a regimen. We don't want to be a seasonal warrior with our exercise. We want to do that in the winter. We have an underwater treadmill indoor, and so if you can't, but you want them to be active, they get more stoved up in winter. We can get into things like that. But then, yes, and then it's always, we sit down, we calculate, and I go, well, man, based on what you're feeding, you're not overfeeding. And then, you know, the wife elbows the husband and says, he's giving him too many treats. And to give you an idea, a tablespoon of peanut butter to a 20-pound dog would be like me eating 2.5 cheeseburgers, which I'm not against.
Wow.
But that's a lot for a 20-pound dog, and it doesn't seem like a lot of peanut butter. One of our assistants, Everett, he comes out to our house, and the dogs won't eat dinner, and I'm like, what the heck? And it's like, oh, Everett was here. He's giving them 2 piles of milk bones, and so they've gotten 2 days of calories right then and there, which is fine. Every once in a while, he can come out and spoil them, and they love him for it. Uncle Everett's here. And so, but yeah, we want to do that kind of stuff in moderation. A little bit goes a long way. Take that milk bone that you get at the bank drive-through or whatever, chop that thing up into 20 treats. Your dog has no idea the difference.
So before we go, how many, because we're talking, you know, food, treats, how high in calorie are those? Just the typical one that you just buy down?
That's a good question. Like even our pill pockets, I mean, everything, rawhides have calories in them. And so everything should have a calorie content. It's in tiny, tiny print. And so even your bag of food, if a prescription or non, or commercial, you see a chart. That's technically, no offense to the food companies, they want you to feed a little more because everybody buys 1 more bag a year, and they go on trips every winter. And so we want the calorie content. It's going to say a number of kcal of ME, metabolizable energy per cup. And then you ask your veterinarian how many calories. We calculate, here's your cups per day. Super simple.
So stop in if you think your pet may have a problem. Stop in and you can help navigate through all that process.
Yep. I love math, so bring them on.
All right. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it. We're going to share all that information on our website.